Hello, and welcome to my Animation Passion Project. The root concept of animation is a series of pictures telling a story. So, if we go off of this definition, cave paintings are technically animations. Professional animation starts out with Edward Muybridge. It is said that he was hired to find out whether or not all four of a horse's legs were off the ground at the same time. He set up a few cameras, took pictures as the horse was running, and he did indeed prove this theory. But while he was looking at the frames, he realized that if he flipped them together, it looked like the picture horse was moving. With a bit of time and effort, he invented a zoopraxiscope, the old way of displaying animations, or in their case, motion pictures. Our next big jump in animation timeline is about stop motion. Stop motion is a type of animation which is about the same, but it's pictures taken in real life. You can move some sort of object or character or thing, like 1 inch or so, and take a picture of it. Then you can move it a bit more and take another picture. So on, and then eventually, if you put all of the frames together, it looks like it's moving. This is stop motion. The first film like this was The Humpty Dumpty Circus by J. Stuart Blackton. It depicts a fun and peppy circus scene looping. J. Stuart used his daughter's dolls as props and characters, but this film unfortunately was lost to time, as no one saved animations in any way back then. A few years later, J. Stuart was back, along with Thomas Edison. They animated a new film called The Enchanted Drawing. It was the first drawn stop-motion animation. It showed J. Stuart drawing a face, and then proceeded to give and take things away from the face while it changed emotion. After that, the humorous faces of funny faces was next made by them. It was basically a much smoother version of the previous thing, and the faces interacted with each other. This milestone has been noted by many as the first traditional animation. Basically, traditional animation is when you draw on a piece of paper or anything else, and you use a camera to take pictures of it. Then those frames are used to make the movie. To this day, because he made these animations, he is known to many as the father of animation. Next up was Phantasmagoria, the first animation without any live action whatsoever. And then Gertie the Dinosaur. This next one, Gertie, was the first animated character to gain notoriety. It was all about a person who seemed to have Gertie the Dinosaur as a pet. Gertie the Dinosaur came out from his cave, and the person told it what things to do. It occasionally misbehaved, while other outside forces came in and interfered. Around this time, the new company, Disney, was starting to make animations. They made the first animation with color, flowers and trees, and then Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the first full-length animation film. Animations and motion pictures were starting to get pretty popular and were being recognized by the masses. The first computer-drawn sequence was in a film called Vertigo's opening scene in 1958. The next big advancement was with 101 Dalmatians with the use of xenography. It basically makes bolder and smoother lines instead of having to hand draw them. First full-length stop motion after that was The Adventures of Mark Twain. It was a claymation film that got pretty popular. Next, Jurassic Park was released. It was a breakthrough in CGI where not many people had seen 3D animation or CGI in many films at all. This helped push animation towards now and the future. Then Pixar released Toy Story, the first completely computer-generated and 3D animation. This was the main Kickstarter for many companies to start making 3D animation. Using specific software, 3D animations are used to make meshes manipulated through a software in a 3D environment. A few animated movies in stop motion, and here we are today. Who knows what breakthrough in animated movies we'll have next? Thanks for watching!